Malfoy Manor. This is the Harry Potter set of the House of the Malfoys, which is that famous family that basically antagonized Harry Potter throughout the entire book series and movies. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up the set. We've got He Who Shall Not Be Named and a bunch of other minifigures that come part of this set. And today we're going to just try to build this and get it completed in the next 3 hours. And hopefully we should. We've only got 1,600 pieces to complete, but we'll go ahead and we'll get the box opened up. This is not one of the ones where you have to punch through. We've got some of that Lego security tape that we're gonna have to open up over here. So I've got my handy dandy scissors that I'll use to get it open. And then we'll just start with bag one and work our way through. And at the end, once we're done, we'll see how many extra pieces actually came with the set. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and dump all of the bags out. See how many bags actually come as part of this set. Whoa. It is Lego overload. We've got our instructions in the new paper packaging. This set still has everything in the plastic packaging. So it looks like we'll start with bag one here and get the build underway. There we go. Let's see, bag 7, bag 3. There's bag 1. Let's see who's inside of bag 1. And again, thanks for joining. We're going to try and build this Malfoy Manor here together. And feel free to chime in as we're going through the build process. Let's get our instruction manual opened up. I'll put this over here on the side. Here we go. Here's a sticker book that comes. Hey, how's it going, book? Looks like we've got some paintings that we'll be able to put on the wall, which is going to be pretty cool. And inside of here, that looks like that's the only stickers that we're going to have to worry about on the build. And here's the instruction manual. Pretty thick manual. We're at 299 pages to go ahead and get this build completed. So we're going to start technically on page 5. We're going to open up our first bag here. This is bag 1, and let's see what characters come inside of this bag here. And again, thanks for joining. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, well, this is one of a couple different channels that I'm trying to get started here, so really cool. Hey, Vale, thanks for joining the channel. Super excited to have you all here, and feel free to just comment along as we try to build this set over here. And we're starting with bag 1, and we've got a total of, I believe it's 12 bags, 13 bags to get through, and 298 pages of instructions to go. So it looks like here on that first bag, we're going to get, what is it? Narcissa Malfoy and Lucius Malfoy. We'll go ahead and we'll start with the minifig builds, and then we'll start going through the rest as we build up the house. Hey, Nexus, thanks for joining. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get our minifigures set up over here. And if you're just joining, you can kind of see the coloring. It's not the greatest right now, but we've got our purple and orange. It is Spooktober. October has officially started, so get ready for all of the fun Halloween items that are coming out. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get these built. So it looks like the pants actually are the same for both. So for both of the Malfoy parents, the legs are effectively the same. So looks like it doesn't matter which one we put it on. And we'll get the heads put on here. We'll add her here. There we go. Whoops. Does not want to click in. There we go. Perfect. And where did his hair is? Oh, we lost his head. There you go. It was rolled right underneath the camera here. Perfect. Okay, so we have 2 of the minifigures built, both of the Malfoy parents. And now we're going to go ahead and we'll actually start trying to build what looks like it's actually going to end up being the gate. So, and here you go on page or bag 1. This is what we're going to start off building, and we'll get the bag built here, or sorry, the gate built. And this will be a fun build. Looks like Lego today actually released a bunch of new sets as well. Saw that they had the UCS Death Star, the pancake or whatever they're calling it, the pizza slice. I wish that thing was not $1,000. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we're starting off here in bag 1. We're on page 6, and we're just building out the gate here as part of Malfoy Manor, and then we'll actually, after we finish this, probably start on the foundation for the house. But we'll see as we build on this journey together. All right. So far, so good. And we're just getting these pieces connected up. And you can see that the gate is actually starting to come together. And now we get to add some of the decoration. We've got some of the green pieces, the green bricks here that we're going to add as part of the gate decoration. It's going to give that spooky effect once we get everything completed. Wow, we've got a lot of people on. I'm super excited that you're all here. This is going to be fun. We're just going to try to build this Malfoy Manor as fast as possible. And feel free to just chime in, ask some questions, hit up the chat. If we get a chance here, we'll put on a couple of poll questions as well. We'll start off actually with just a question to everybody on. Anybody have the Malfoy Manor set? Had a chance to build it? Thoughts on the build? All right. Whoa. There we go. Piece is a little tricky. So because it doesn't have a back piece here, it looks like it was falling apart. But we've got it on. And we'll just add a couple more of these green pieces just to add sort of that overgrowth effect of essentially really not taking care of the property, which is giving that spooky effect. Also, had a chance to just recently build the new haunted house. Really like that set. Unfortunately, it did not make it. It fell apart. And double whammy, did not get a chance to catch it on video because that would have been a really cool one to see it fall apart. But really love that we got that classic ghost that glows in the dark back, because that's one of the coolest minifigures, I think, out there. All right, the gate is coming together slowly but surely. Hey, Book, how are you doing tonight? Or this morning, or wherever you're located at. Okay, let's see. So we're going to build 2 of these connector pieces, which I think are going to be part of what actually holds up the gate. And this is going to go right underneath here, looks like. There we go. Let me flip it around. That's one, and then we'll add in the other one over here. And so you can see in bag 1, we did get 2 minifigures as part of it. It's both of the Malfoy parents, and I am really butchering her name, Narcissa Malfoy and Lucius Malfoy. So that was cool to see that right off the bat. You got 2 minifigures right out of the bag. Usually I feel like those are more towards the end. You might get 1 or 2 in the first couple bags, and then it gets spread out. But in this first bag, we actually got 2 minifigures, which was exciting to see. And my lighting's a little off. I put one of the gray pieces here when it actually should be a green one. All right, we're good. We're moving slowly but surely. We're now on page 8 of 298. So we'll see how fast we can actually get this thing built tonight. My goal is, well, at least within the next 3 hours. I don't think it's going to take that long, but we'll get there. And we're going to start putting all of these other pieces together, which is going to really make the foundation of the gate, which will be cool to see it come together. And what reminded me of the haunted house was in the Lego haunted house set, it comes with a gate as also part of building up the haunted mansion or the haunted house. Now, what I would really like to see is, I know they came out with that Lego haunted mansion set from the Disney ride. I would love to see a big version of that, similar towards the actual Haunted Mansion or the Haunted House set that just came out. That would be really cool. I've seen some um, mocks that people have made that are really cool, but I definitely would love to see like the Hatbox Ghost or some of those other hitchhiking ghosts as minifigures as well. So maybe somewhere down the road we'll actually see that happen. Stranger things have happened. We're getting this put together, and we're still on bag 1, so we've got I think 13 bags to go to actually get it completed out. So we'll see this come together here. And we're working on really the first side of the gate. Then after that, we'll move to the next side here. All right. So we'll put this over on the, we'll call it the right side. And then we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So let's go ahead and we'll get that started. Put the pieces together. Curious, when you're building your own Lego sets, how you do the organization. I've gone back and forth between super organized and trying to just make sure that I've got all the right colors and pieces sorted out to how I have it today, where I've just dumped everything. I think I leaned more towards just dropping them all on the table here and hoping that they don't fall on the floor or mix in with the tile or carpet with the builds. All right. Getting this put together here. For whatever reason, this feels like it's just a tricky configuration with this set here. Like it's easy that for it to come off. And then also, I'm not happy with how that turned out because I think I flipped it back on the other side. So let's put this back together. All right, there we go. That should be what we needed to do now as we make that other portion of the gate. Then we're going to put this brick tile over here. These two smaller gray pieces. Oh, tell you the lighting is really playing with the coloring of these brick pieces. So keep mixing the dark greens and the grays together. And here we go. So that looks like what we need out of it. And then this piece is going to line up right here. And looks like we did it right because now they're going to line up together, which is going to be part of what holds the actual gate together. And then now we're going to put in these other pieces that'll allow us to actually just build it up. I am only on bag 1, and we do have 2 minifigures as part of bag 1. I think there's a total of 13. Let me just check here real quick. Yeah, 13. We've got 13 bags total. So we're in process of getting this put together. And there we go. Cool. That's looking better now. Now we're going to go ahead and we'll put in these edge pieces here. Give it sort of that cool gate effect. And let's make sure that this is on the way it's supposed to be. Of course not. My goodness. It's like amateur hour over here putting this together. There we go. We got it now. That evens up much better. Now the gates. It's, yeah, Brud, it's 13 bags for this set. So we got a little bit ways to go, but we'll get this thing here figured out. Gonna shake off the cobwebs with the first bag here, and then I think we'll be able to start cooking here. There's 1,601 pieces officially on the box. So I'll be curious to see how many spares we have once we get through it all. All right, quick coffee break. And back to putting these pieces together. I am just not liking trying to fit everything on this round piece. It's giving me fits this morning. All right, so we got this side of the gate. We're now on page 10 of 298. And we're gonna go ahead and build the other side. And we're almost ready to actually put the gate together. So we're about ready to go on to bag 2 here pretty quickly. And we'll see if there's any minifigures in bag 2 once we get that opened up. All right, let's see if you guys can see this okay. There is a blue brick separator. Yep, you can see it right here. We'll put that right here by the Malfoy parents. And there we go. And we'll put the top piece on, and then the gargoyles will go next. So that's going to be cool. And here's we're going to flip this around. So here's the front of the gate. We'll put our first gargoyle here on the right side, and then we'll add in our second gargoyle. That's a mouthful right there on the left side. And then we've got our gate pieces here that we'll go ahead and pop in and make sure that it doesn't actually knock off the pillars. Cool. Okay, so we've got that part done. And then we'll add the parents right there. There's a little bit more that we have to build, just essentially some of the, we'll call it, what is this? Weeds, trees, brush, decoration effectively for it. We probably have 20 pieces until bag 2, so we're gonna get close. And this is gonna go probably pretty fast. So a lot of this is gonna just be putting in some of the just decoration. Maybe if I can put that in. There we go. There's 1, 2. Cool. Knocking over both of the parents. Lovely. Let's just rearrange that so that's a little bit easier to keep in there. There we go. Whoa. There we go. I got both parents. And now just some of the, it looks like it's more decoration for the gate. So we just have a couple more pieces to go and we'll be ready to move on to bag 2. They're plastic bags, so let me just pull up bag 2 real quick. So they didn't transition these to the paper bags yet. They're still the plastic ones. There we go. We're just adding some of the foliage. That's a fun word. Cool. And then we'll add in these like statues of, what are they, like phoenixes? I'm not quite sure. We'll see what they are when we get it built, and you guys can let me know what you think these creatures are for this set. So we're putting on the wings. Now we're going to add in a tail, and then we'll add in effectively a headpiece. Let's see. So that looks like that's right. There we go. Oops. These pieces are so small. It's like almost a challenge to pull them in. So here you go. It's one of these little creatures over here. Yeah, it's almost like, oh, I'm stumbling over my words here tonight too. So we got our first creature that we're gonna go ahead. We'll put it right over on this piece. Oh, whoops. We forgot to add this so it can actually rest. There we go. There's one of them. And then we'll build the second one here real quick. And it'll go more on this like bird water table. 1, 2. Cool. Put this bottom piece in. Come on. We're just about finished here up, and then we'll get on bag 2 in just a second. And if I can place it in the right way. There we go. And then we'll turn the head around because otherwise it's totally going around the wrong way. Almost to bag 2, I promise. And then we've actually got a couple extra pieces as well. So there we go. We are officially done with bag 1. Now, there are 4 wands that came with bag 1. So a spare effectively for each of the parents. And then we got a total of 3 extra pieces that came inside of bag 1 as well. So I'll move this to the side, and we'll just keep counting the spares as we go through the build. Quick coffee break. All right. Now let's go ahead and we'll open up bag 2. Nope, I'm going to open the bag on screen because I think that's where a lot of the fun is. There we go. I've got a bunch of these little smaller pieces that I'm just going to delicately pour over here. And looking at it at a cursory glance, we don't have any minifigures inside of bag 2. So let's go ahead and I'll just move some of this to the side here and somewhat attempting to be graceful, we'll pick through the list here and start building bag 2. All right, so actually, real quick, before I continue, let me just show you what we're gonna be doing as part of bag 2. It is building effectively, we're in the process of building out the house together. So that's the cool part. We've actually now moved on officially to the manor. We've completed the gate. We're now building effectively the foundation of the Malfoy Manor. So we'll start seeing the house actually come together now that we're in the process of building this. So now we're just putting together the pieces to build the house. And we just want to make sure we got everything. Okay. It's looking good. See what's going to be the easiest way for you all to see the build. This is going to be part of the ground. So you'll see like we've got all of these angled pieces that we're gonna put together here. This is gonna build out the bottom foundation for the house, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and we'll build the levels. So now it's just putting together some of the aesthetics and pieces, and I'm gonna move the gate over here so I can push this back so you can get a better just view of it all come together as we go through the build. All right, now we'll add these corner pieces in. Oops. They're gonna connect up one here, and then the other piece will connect up on the right side. That's awesome. Yeah, I've started to put together a collection of spares as well, which is cool because there's some custom builds I want to do once get a lot of these main sets out of the way. And sort of going back to that Haunted Mansion discussion, I would really like to build that Disneyland, Disney World Haunted Mansion as a custom set, not just the small one. Yep, this is the grounds for it. So this is all of the, call it the foundation as it starts to come together. And just for everybody keeping track, we're now on page 16 of 288. So we're getting there. A little ways to go. All right. And over here, we're just putting together, I'm trying to guess what this is. This is probably going to be some type of room separator, maybe. All right, so that's looking good. Moved on to page 18. And now we're going to add in these larger flat pieces that are going to help just build out the grounds for the house. What did I do here? There we go. Oops. I had flipped this part around, so I had to take that out real quick. But now we're good. This is always the fun part of doing these live, is when you put it on the wrong way, because then you're like, oh no, I gotta turn it around. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I get the paper bags. The One Piece Going Merry set that I got, that one came with paper bags for everything. So they're like in the middle of that transition of some items are plastic, some are going to be paper. All right, now we're going to put together the door. So let's go get the door built. Kind of a cool, grand door for the manor, which would make sense. Would expect nothing less for the Malfoys. And that's going to slide in right here. And there we go. We've got the door. Opens and shuts. Moving on to page 20. Now we're going to start building some of the sides to this. We'll actually see that we'll get lanterns on each side of the door. So there's one. We've got our cool neon light fixture that we'll put over here on the right side. There we go. And then let's go ahead and we'll add the same thing over here on my left. And where's that piece hiding? There we go. Come on, door. Don't fall off now. Let me pull up the instruction book here, and I can show you what it looks like. It's massive. It's 200. Well, it's over 298 pages, but it's 298 pages of instructions for the actual build. You can see that this thing is huge. And we're on now page 21, and we're going to be putting in some windows. So we'll add windows to, there's going to be a total of 4 windows that we're going to put in here as part of bag 2. First ones are going to connect up on each side of the lanterns. Then we're going to add some space, and then we'll have 2 more windows that we're going to add. And I don't know if you're like me, these window pieces always seem to pop off, and then they blend in with my floor, and then I'm searching frantically trying to find the window pieces. All right. Cool. And now we've got all 4 windows put in. On to page 22. So now we're going to add the spacers in the window. Oops, I didn't follow the instructions there. Shame on me. Only 1 space in between. All right, cool, looking good. Hey Wade, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Have you started your channel? I do need to go check it out. So definitely leave me if you can, leave me a message on one of the videos, and I'll definitely check out your channel here too once we get done with the live stream. Perfect. Thank you. Cool. And we're just putting together these pieces over here. So there's a little bit of a difference just to pay attention to on the right side. It did have me add this piece, and I'm double checking to make sure on the left side it is not giving me instructions to do that. So we'll see what happens when we get to the next page. Cool. All right. That's done. Oh no, that was tricky. I'll show you what the instructions were saying, and I just misread that, so it's a good thing we checked. This was kind of tricky. You can see here, the instructions was giving me the arrow and wanted me to put it in between, which would make sense, but I read it as put it on this piece right here. So I just took that off and put it to the side. Just something to be aware of. All right, so we're gonna build a total of 4 of these pillars, and each one's gonna get 3 of these pegs that look like the battleship ones, the white and red markers that you go in and indicate whether you've made a hit or a miss. So we'll put these, a total of 4, and we're gonna do them here, here, and over here. Again, just to give that cool effect for the Malfoy Manor. Wow, Malfoy Manor feels like a mouthful to try and say, like, do that one 5 times fast. All right. And if you're just joining, we are on bag 2 of 13, page 24 of 298 of putting together Malfoy Manor. Bag 1 came with 2 minifigures. We didn't get any minifigures in bag 2. Cool, yeah, that's a great idea. I need to actually get into the Minecraft a little bit more. I have a poly bag that I can open, but I will definitely look into getting a set, and we'll do a build. That would be a fun one to do. Any set in particular that you're interested in seeing built? All right, cool. So we've got the first 4 pillars built. Now we're gonna actually build this connection over here, which I'm assuming, and we can cheat and look at the instructions here, will likely be, yeah, it's gonna be like a patio deck or something along those lines. So let's put these tiles on. And we'll connect these up. There we go. We're gonna do a total of 4, so, oops. We've got 2 complete, and we'll build 2 more. Yeah, those Lego Minecraft movie sets are super cool. I have yet to actually see the movie, and it's on my list of movies to watch. I have just not made time to watch the movie yet. Cool. So we got that first part done. We're now moving on to page 26. So this is going to connect up essentially in the center. And this is going to build out, I believe, that deck piece at the very front, which makes sense because that's the front door. I do not have the Lego movie Minecraft sets, but I am very interested in getting them. So I may have to, I wouldn't say may, I will plan on getting a set here so that we can do a build, because that would be fun. So open to suggestions, what you think would be a fun set to try and build on a live stream. And then, as always, it'll be fun to see sink or float challenge at the end. All right, putting on these little corner pieces. And this is the inside of the manor that we're actually working on right now. So these decoration pieces are gonna have the set or the inside as we come together. Oh, cool, there's a corner like cell piece right here as part of the manor. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll put this door in. And that's gonna go right here. I'm just gonna angle the camera down a little bit. That's better. We can get a better view of the build. Yeah, we're actually really close to going to bag 3. We've got 3 more pages of instructions, and we're gonna build another jail cell over here on the left side, or my left. And I do see, I cheated, there is a minifigure in bag 3 that we do get to open, so that'll be cool. Whoops, come on now. It's not wanting to cooperate. It says, no, I know you want to go to bag 3, and I'm not gonna let you. There we go. That's looking good. And then we're gonna top these pieces off over here. 1, 2, and then we just have these tile pieces that we're gonna connect up. And we are done with bag 2, and let's see the total spares that we got. It looks like we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spares in bag 2. Yeah, so I did build the haunted mansion, or the haunted house. This is actually going to be that would be a fun build to do again. I dropped it, and all of the pieces are obviously scattered, so that'll be a fun. Yeah, I'm guessing the live stream, they are, it's probably backwards. So my right and your left are probably the same. So I will just point to what I'm doing next. So thanks for pointing that out. Okay, bag 3. There is a minifigure inside of bag 3. So let's go ahead and we'll get that open. Put the Malfoy parents over here. And let's see what's inside bag 3. Making sure I don't have any pieces in there. Oh, I like it's not luminescent, it's the translucent pieces. These are really cool. Those are probably some of my favorite pieces. That and the glow-in-the-dark ones. And we've got a spider. Okay, very cool. So we've got a brown spider that came in the set. We've also got some of the blue translucent flames. We've got a couple snake heads. So Slytherin makes sense for the Malfoys. And we have a minifigure, which I'm guessing you can probably guess who this is. We've got Harry Potter. So Harry Potter came in bag 3. In bag 2, we got, let's find his hair. Where did Harry's hair go? There we go. So bag 1, we got both of the Malfoy parents. There was no minifigures in bag 2. And inside bag 3, we got Harry Potter. So I'm gonna just put him there for now. Hopefully, I don't knock him over. Oh, looks like I am like blanking on the Quidditch golden, was it the snitch? Stitch? Oh gosh, what is it? Well, it's the item that he won in the Quidditch game. Oh, and there we go. We knocked over a minifigure. All right, this set here is going to build more of Malfoy Manor, so we're going to just keep rocking and rolling. And sorry, Harry, we're going to actually have to move you out of the way because we are flipping back over to the front and just continuing with the build some more. So now we're just extending out some of the property with some of the pieces that we have here. So we're going to use this piece over here, and it's just going to start to connect up. Oops, let me move it over so you can see better. There are, let's see, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, there's 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 if you include Dobby. So, let's see. It's not coming in the greatest, a little blurry. I'm curious to know what bag Dobby is actually in. So, let's keep building here. We are knocking minifigures over. Oh boy. Come on now. We'll put Harry Potter over there. And just one space in between over there. We're on page 36 of 298, so we're making some progress. Things are happening. And we're just building out some of the extension here to Malfoy Manor. Bring in another one of the square pieces, and then we just need to find these 2x1 pieces because that's going to connect right here. And now we need our L-shaped pieces and our, there we go. Oops. one. And let's find the other one. Where is it hiding? There it is. Definitely make some more Minecraft sets. That would be super cool. I'd really like to see more pirate sets and castle sets as well. Well, not only, in part because if it's their IP, typically it's a little bit less expensive. But also just because I really like the whole pirate notion and all of that fun stuff as well. But definitely think more Minecraft is great. All right, so now let's connect these pieces up here. We're going to use one of these translucent blue pieces that are super cool. Big fan of those ones. And then we'll put another one up here, like water. Looks like I think we're gonna have a water spill or something, or some type of magic flame. Thanks, FanF. I do too. I think they're super cool. Would be really cool to build. I did get the oh my goodness, now it's not Gringotts, but it's the Diagon Alley. So that would be a fun set to build here in one of these live streams here. Not today though. We're probably not going to have time for that one, but that'll be a fun one to put together here one of these days. All right, so you can see it's lined up over here in the back, which is good. We've got those pieces right over there. We're going to add more of these translucent pieces in the back just to help connect everything together. Let's see, we've got this right here. Two more. I really liked the, I call it the Space Mountain roller coaster set, just because it's got sort of the same aesthetics of Space Mountain, the roller coaster ride, because it does have the glow-in-the-dark dot sets that come as part of it too. Sorry, quick coffee break. We're back. I am out of coffee, so we won't have any more of those. Okay, so that's gonna go right up here. And we got another one, two of these pieces that are gonna go in total on this connection. And we're gonna start building up the wall on this side over here. So we've got two of these pieces that we've got to connect up, and two of these 3x1 pieces that we need to connect up. It's gonna go right here. And then this piece over here will go on the side. And that is gonna go right here like this. So it's flush against the edge right over here. Now we're gonna build a table, which also looks like it's gonna have a lantern on it as well. Let's get this connected up. All right. Almost to bag 4. So well, I wouldn't say almost. We actually have a lot of small pieces that we have to connect up. So we'll see. I think we'll be able to start moving this a little bit faster though. I've got the cobwebs out with bag 1, which was good. Now we can rock and roll. So we got this lantern potion-y thing right over here. And then we're gonna build a barrel with the water that's leaking. So that's what those blue translucent sets are. So that's what's coming up next. So as part of that, we've got to put this piece here at the bottom. We'll add in this here. We'll add in the tap. It's kind of cool. It came the tap idea for it. And then we've got our blue flame water, whatever you want to call it. Looks like it's leaking out. And then that's going to connect right here. So let's go ahead and put that in. And then there you go. Does look like it's actually spilling out onto the floor. page 444. We're well, we're almost 15% of the way. You know what? I like Lego trains just because I like the mechanics of it. I like the design, the look of it. And then I really love actually crashing them into the minifigures. Like the slow motion effect of all of that. That's a lot of fun. I just personally enjoy it. And then that sort of translated into let's build some sets and try some unique things with it, and kind of where we are today. So that's kind of cool. That's a good question though. Hey Zolan, hopefully I pronounced that right. Thanks for joining. All right, that's looking good. Now on page 46, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add 2 of these window sets over here. And we are 51 minutes into the build already. That's crazy. That is wild. I'm gonna say that the first 50 minutes were shaking out the cobwebs. Although I say that, and then I've got to scramble here to find the other window piece. So I'm gonna cheat for just a second. Oh, here it is. I was gonna skip it, which is probably a no-no. So it's a good thing we didn't, because we found it. And we got them the right way. Cool. All right, we've got a wall that we're gonna put in. This is actually the first sticker that we're gonna add. Stickers are like the bane of my Lego building experience. It is my least favorite part of Legos because I feel like I never get them perfect. So now you get to watch me live attempt to match it up as closely as possible. And I'm gonna say that that's good. Whether or not it is, we're gonna call it good. So that's gonna connect right here. And then we have another pillar that we're gonna add over on this side. And we're rocking and rolling. Now we've got these corner pieces that are gonna go in on each side here. Hey, BC Edits, how are you doing tonight, this morning, or whatever time of day it is? Cool. This is awesome. I really appreciate you all being on the live stream as we're building the set. Curious to know what thoughts are on this set, or if you've built the set. So there we go. We've connected that up. We have moved on to page 50. We're 1/6 of the way there. So we're starting to knock this thing out here pretty quickly. It'll be a race against the battery on my phone. We'll see if we can build that before the phone runs out of battery. I don't think it will be an issue, but let's see. Let's add an element of surprise. All right, so we got that pillar built. Now we're gonna move into this other connection piece over here. So just essentially connecting up, and I'm assuming we're gonna have a small piece here that'll extend out the patio as well. So we gotta add these flat gray tiles in. Thank you, BC Edits. I really appreciate that. Just trying to have some fun, and I'm glad you all are along for the journey. And encourage you, if you're interested in doing this stuff, to do it too. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy building the Legos, filming the content, and just trying to have some fun along the way. All right, so we're gonna build 2 of these. They're gonna be like little pillar pieces that connect up over here, and we can see we did it right because it's flush against that other piece. Let's go, and we'll add. And I am trying to pay attention to the chat, so if I miss your comments, I am not ignoring you. Oh, very cool. I will have to check that out as well. All right, let's see. So like for cars, you mean either like actual driving cars or cars the film series? All right, we've got the second layer here. Oops, here we go. We'll add in this back piece and then the second level, our second extension of the patio, the front roof deck area is just about done. And then now we actually just need to put together, whoops, sorry, I gotta steal these pieces from them. Where are we? We're missing a piece here. This is gonna be fun. We're putting together what's gonna be really the connector crossover here. So I am looking to see where that piece is. So we may have to skip and come back to that. So I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna come back and I might have to go dig through some of my spares to find a 5x1 connector. But we can build this fountain piece first, and then I'll come back and either see if I just dropped it somewhere or they actually may have, for the first time in a long time, I might be one piece short. But that's okay, we can address that. That's not gonna be too big of an issue. So right here, we're building right over here. Okay, very cool. Lego cars. Makes a lot more sense. That's really cool. Did you get any of the, I guess you could call them minifigure, but the minifigure F1 or the racing car sets? Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and we'll put this part in. Are we doing it right? Yeah. So we've got the snakes that are gonna be part of the fountain over here. So we'll just connect that in. 1 and 2. We'll add another feature, the blue translucent at the top, to be the top of the fountain. We've got this little topper piece that'll connect up to the bottom over here. And you can see, there you go. We've got the fountain once you flip it around. And that blue flame, yeah, the bluish flame is either the fountain. Very cool. Which, did you have a specific minifigure? Again, that's probably the wrong word for it. Did you have a specific one that you were interested in trying to get? All right, let's flip it around. There we go. We get to throw in here our brown spider climbing on the wall right over here. And technically we're done-ish because I am missing a piece over here. I am, for the sake of moving it forward, we're gonna go ahead and do this because this is what it's ultimately, whoops, supposed to do. The fun part is it's not gonna be fully connected in, so we'll see if it stays. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'll have to go get a piece, spare piece here once we're doing. Yeah, all right, we're on to bag 4. So technically, without taking these pieces into it, because they're part of it, I'm going to say from a spare standpoint, we got an extra wand because we got the wand for Harry Potter. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra spare pieces as well. Bag 3 came, oh, that's not Harry Potter. Bag 3 came with Harry Potter. The Quidditch cheat win golden bird thing. And then bag 1 came with both of the Malfoy parents. Let's go ahead we'll open up bag 4, and then maybe along the way we'll find that missing piece for bag 3. All right, here is bag 4. I don't see, oh, I see some critters, but I don't think I see any. Well, there's a wand, so maybe we do have a minifigure. Let's go and see what we got. I do not support a team. I don't follow it enough to really know. But I did get a couple of the minifigures sets for the racing series just because I thought they were cool. I liked the design. I thought it was neat. And then I actually want to set them up from a racing standpoint. I have the Mario Kart Hot Wheels track, the Rainbow Road, and just do a competition to see which one is potentially faster. Hey, Kenzie Lee Lovell, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. We are in the process of building it. We just opened up bag 4. So let's go and get started. So we're gonna actually flip this around like that. And now we're in the process of actually extending it out on this side. And I'll try not to say the rights or left because I think it goes backwards or opposite on the stream. So we're just gonna go ahead and we'll start connecting these pieces up over here. There we go. This set does really remind me of the Haunted House set as well, the new one that they just released, not the Ideas one that they had a couple years ago. That is one I wish I had gotten. Missed out on that one. Oh my goodness, that would be really cool. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And hopefully, like I said, you're having fun joining me on this journey as well. Cool. All right. Cool. Now we're just building this around. We're moving a little bit faster now too, which is awesome. It's got to be flush right there, just to help connect it up. And then let's pull a little corner piece. It's gonna go right over here. Hopefully you can see that okay. We've got a little table that we're building over here. And we're gonna go and extend it out in the front a little bit more. Whoa, flying pieces. It's gonna go right over here at the edge. More stickers, oh no. So it wants me to add this potion set into the stickers as well. And again, BC Edits, thanks for throwing that out there. Really do appreciate that. All right. Ugh. Oh, it's not good enough. Let's move it over here. Boom, awesome. It's gonna be flush against the edge over there. Sorry, Harry, knocked him over. Page 66, we're getting closer. A little bit less than 1/5 of the way to go. So that's nice. And then we're gonna just build up, I guess, this potion side. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoops. All right, we need to add 2 of these wall bricks. Hey, Alexandria. Hey, Jeremy Jones. Apologies about butchering the name. We got the set rocking and rolling. It's on, we're on bag 4 of 13, but we're moving faster than we were initially. Got some of the cobwebs out, so this set's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of it so far. I like a lot of the different color bricks that you're getting with it as well. So even though it's supposed to be sort of that spooky Malfoy Manor-esque dark design, it's got a lot of these cooler, brighter colors in it too that adds a lot of a feature. So like, take a look right here, right? We got the orange translucent pieces that are going to be part of, I'm assuming, some of this potion set. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jeremy. All right, now we're going to go and we'll add in these side pieces. What just fell off? Oh, a little connector piece fell off. That's okay. We'll find it here in just a second. We got an extra one, and here's another one for each side. And then they're gonna get one of these gray pieces here in the back. And then these little bridge pieces. Thank you, Alexandria. I really appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. Thanks for, and I appreciate you all just hanging out to watch, do the build, and open for suggestions on what you might like to see next. We did get a suggestion for a Minecraft set, which I think would be really cool. I haven't built any Minecraft sets yet, so that would be a lot of fun to do. Have a bunch of the Star Wars and Castle sets. Would love to get more of the One Piece sets as well. I've got the Going Merry. That's really cool. I really like the pirate ship sets as well, I guess, on top of the trains. So trains, castles, and apparently pirates. I am very much intrigued about the Pirates of the Caribbean. I think they're calling it now the Jack Sparrow ship, but the Black Pearl. Just need to go and check that out. Okay, so we're gonna go, and it wants us to add these two knife pieces. So we'll just twist these off. For anybody that's old enough to remember, these are like the old G.I. Joe connection pieces, or how you had to like twist them apart to open it up. Okay, so we built a fireplace. That would make more sense maybe than a potion table. I don't know, but I like that. It's really cool. You got the translucent orange pieces that give that really cool glow effect. And we'll go ahead and we'll put that over here. We're now on page 70. Okay, we're actually in a kitchen. So maybe that's a spice rack. Oh, that makes sense. Look at the sticker here. So you kind of got your pepper grater and maybe with spices and vegetables. And so we're gonna go ahead, we'll add a pan. This orange piece in the center is supposed to be like a fire on top, because we've got our kettle. I have not seen the temple bounty ships. I will check that out. That would probably be really cool. Have you built that one? We've got our kettle and our first critter, well, second critter actually, because we had the brown spider in the last bag, but we've got a lobster. Poor little guy. Hopefully you can sneak out of there before they put you in the kettle. And let's go start to build up the wall. We're now on page 72. We're going to put in together 2 windows. All right, so here's window 1. And does that make sense? Yeah, I guess it does. Oh, There we go. That makes more sense. And we're going to add in window number 2. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll check that out though. I'm super curious to see what that looks like. We got another sticker. Oh my goodness. This bag 4 is taking the cake right now for adding stickers. We've got 2. All right, so it wants me to flip this around. And we'll try and gracefully add that. That'll work. We'll call that a win. We didn't have to redo it. We have this piece on top of here. And we need to add a pillar right over here to the kitchen side. Cool. All right, now we're gonna flip over back to the front. Oh, don't fall apart. There we go. So we're back on the front side of the house. Yeah, I do too. I just never can line them up, especially if it's like a ship or a car. I think it was what, Jedi Bob's Starfighter or one of the Jedi spaceships. I just like twisted it to the side. It was just, we'll call it a day. It's crooked. It is what it is. It's just not fun. Not a fan of the stickers for anything, for any of the, whether it's Lego or any other item, collectible toy. No way. Please do that at the factory. All right, now we're adding in these gray tiles, and we're just connecting the top here because we're going to add in this other top piece to really extend out the front/back. All right, so those are connected. We'll go ahead and we'll put that on right here. Oops. And again, gosh, it's coming across as yellow, but it's supposed to be purple and orange for the October or Spooktober effect. So again, we've finally entered October. Halloween decorations are going to be coming out. Wait a second. What are we missing here? That's what we're missing here. It's going to go right here. This pillar piece is going to go on the other side. So I just changed this. I realized I put that too far over because they're supposed to be my bridge pieces that connect at the top here, because that's going to allow us then the chance to make sure this is stable and then also add in the top level once we get to that point. Now we're just going to go and add in some more of the front decoration. So we've got 2 of these pieces that we're going to put together that I'm assuming is going to be sort of like a garden at the front. Oh, I want that one so bad. So what set did you purchase to hit the $20 threshold for the light up ghost? Because I saw that. I think that one looks super cool. Yeah, so what we're talking about is the gift with promotion light up ghost set. I think it's $120 you have to purchase, and it's sort of the thanks for buying it. You get a Lego ghost that lights up. There we go. So we have one, and then we're going to build another one just like that. All right. We're adding in a couple more of the green pieces to give that flower feel at the front. And then, oh, very cool. I really like the Wally set. I think it looks super cool. That would be a really fun one to build. So I'm super curious. Let me know how that build goes. Really same thing with any of them. All right, we're now on page 78. So we're making some progress. We're now gonna build this statue bust up front. So a quasi minifigure, I guess you could argue, but technically not, because it's just the statue here at the front. So let's get that started. So it's going to require us to take one of those front pieces. Aha, there we go. One of the pieces that I actually ended up dropping. Thank you. Appreciate that, Alexandria. Yeah, I am, that one looks like a fun one. So we're putting on the head and then the hair for our statue. And then we're gonna actually use both wands for this one. So these won't technically be spares. Oh, no, I take that back. We do get to keep one of them. So we do have a spare wand. So we know we have at least one spare. And then he's gonna go right in between the plants there. So we've got our statue bust over there. And then now we're just gonna extend these parts up here at the top to give sort of more of that decoration feel. Oops, getting ahead of myself here. Cool, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll build 2 of these in total. First one's gonna go right here. That lines up well with this level right here. And then we'll do the second one right here. There we go. Let's see. We're looking for this piece right here. And if we did it right, it should be flush-ish. Yep, cool. So that looks good. We're now on page 80. Woohoo! We'll add in some more of these plant effects. So it wants us to put in 2 of these. So we got 1 and 2. Whoa. Took the whole piece off. There we go. And I see I made a mistake. I was supposed to put that in. Oh boy. Yeah, let's just take that off. That was a moment before disaster strikes right there. All right, cool. Now we're cooking again. So we got the pillars on for both sides. We got the plants put on for both sides. We just need to put in these 2 connector pieces right over here. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to be able to add in this next level, which will allow us to get just 1 step closer to, let's see, what? To bag 5. There we go. 1 and there we go. 2. Looking good. Now we're going to take this piece. So this is the piece that we were missing for bag 3, but you can see we're just supposed to essentially create this decoration. So once we're done with putting together the build, I'll go to my spares and we can complete the piece on the other side. So that's not too much of an issue, and potentially it's actually sitting on the floor. Hey Jay, how's it going? Thanks for joining. All right, bag 5. I'm going to give a sneak peek. We actually have 2 minifigures inside of bag 5. So we have now completed bag 4. Inside of bag 4, we have, let's see how many spares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spares in bag 4. Let me pull out bag 5 and let's see what minifigures we have inside. So the big reveal, bag 5. All right. There we go, bag 5. Oh, that's cool. What set did you build, Jay? All right, so let's see if you can guess what we have for minifigures in bag 5. We've got a stair. We'll go ahead and we'll put the pieces together. Oh, very cool. How is that build? So we've got our first minifigure, and then we'll build our second one if I can find where the legs and torso went. Here we go. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So here we go. We have 2 additional minifigures as part of bag 5. And if you're wondering who we've got Luna. Was it Luna? Yeah, Luna Lovegood and Hermione Granger. So we're now at 5 total minifigures with the build so far, and we're on bag 5. There's a total of 9 minifigures, so we'll find out what sets come next, or what minifigures come next in the build. All right, so we're gonna flip this around again to the inside of Malfoy Manor. Again, looks super cool. Love the effect with the spider. Over here, we've got the kitchen as well. Let's get it a little bit closer so you can see. And we're gonna just start now expanding out the next levels of the Malfoy Manor. And come on, pieces, don't fall off on me now. All right. Yeah, I hear ya. All right, cool. Now we're gonna start putting in, probably gonna be some type of decoration or something. 1, 2 total of these connector pieces on each side. And that's gonna go 1 here. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side. All right, here we go. Speaking of Jurassic Park, I love the Jurassic Park sets. I think that the dinosaurs are well, they're probably the coolest part about the sets, but do love those sets. Okay, we're gonna build 2 of these pieces. Oops. And they're gonna go on each end here. Okay, cool. So we want the black pieces. Interesting, because it had gray for all of the base, but this one wants a black piece for the base. So there's 1, and then 2. Build the other one on the other side. Yeah, I've got the Dennis Nedry, and I'm not gonna try and pronounce the dinosaur name, but the one where he drives off the road. I've got that set, and then the set with like Alan Grant and Settler, just because those are cool sets. All right, we're gonna now build some more of these pillars. So we'll just connect up 4 of these in total on each side. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, those are. I bet they make really cool like decoration too. The skull sets. Do you have a favorite Ninjago set? All right. It's coming together nice. So we're gonna build 2 of these pillars. So I need to go and we'll connect them up. Whoops. All right. This rolled right underneath me. There we go. Then the base for it. And then we'll do the same thing, add this corner pieces and one of the black pieces at the top too. There we go. 1, 2. Thank you for the correction. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it, because I'll get it wrong. So, but I do appreciate it. I will have to practice that on my off time to make sure I get it right for next time. All right, we're looking for one more. Here we go. There we go. So we've got both of these pillars. And now we're going to connect them over here on these moving parts. So it'll be interesting to see what those actually do once we finish connecting them up as well. All right, next up, we're going to actually build 2 of the stairs. I'm just going to move my instructions out of the way for a second. And we're getting close to actually finishing up bag 5. This will be probably pretty fast because a lot of it's actually just putting on the different pieces for the step. So first off, we're going to start with that bottom piece of the step, and then each of these 4x1 green pieces are going to go as we level up on each of the steps, and we're going to do this twice for both. So this will connect up here, which then connects on here. I'll wait to connect that up until after I have connected up each of the green steps, because I imagine that it'll be easy to knock it off if I try to do it all at once at first. So I went top to bottom on this first one. We'll try bottom to top on the next step just to see if it's any easier. I doubt it, but it would be a subjective experiment to try. All right, so step 1 is done. I'm just gonna put it right here for now, and I'll try step 2 here in just a second. So we'll go bottom to top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was faster. I don't know if it was just a result of doing the first one, but going bottom to top was at least faster doing it, building the steps. And there we go. We now have both steps complete. Moving on to page 90, and we'll get those connected up. And there you go. So this is where they go. They're going to go on these rotating pillars right over here. So step 1, we put on this side. And step 2, we're going to go ahead and we'll put it on this side. So it looks like the steps will actually move. And then we're going to connect up here at the top. So we'll use these movable pieces again. That'll connect into, let me take this off first. Nope, that's right. The 1 and 2. Oh, I appreciate that very much. If that is directed at me, so I'll take it. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And okay, there we go. We'll add this piece right here. We'll add this piece over here. And then these are actually going to connect, it looks like, right up top here. So there we go. We're building Malfoy Manor. It's going to be the massive Harry Potter manor for the Malfoys. All right. So we're now going to connect up this beam over here. Whoa. Thank you, Alexandria. I really appreciate that as well. I always feel like sometimes trying to build Lego sets in front of like a live audience can be like putting together an Excel spreadsheet. You've either got it or you don't, and it can be brutal at times to watch, but I'm glad we're all here, and hopefully you're having a good time as we build the sets, because I'm having a good time. This is fun. So we're going to try and connect these movable pieces. I'll tell you what, this is tricky. That was probably easier to go with the small piece. And then this one can then hopefully stay in place. Whoa. There we go. So we've got that done. And then now we're going to build this top step for this. I appreciate that feedback as well. I do think that makes it a lot more fun, and love the commentary. So I appreciate you hanging on. This is, like I said, having fun, part of the journey. That makes sense too, because it gets boring if you're not at least having some level of engagement. And again, I'm catching all your comments. If I don't, just let me know. And yes, this is Harry Potter. This is the Harry Potter Malfoy Manor set. So Draco Malfoy, call it almost the bully at Hogwarts. If that's truly the case, right? This is his house, where the Slytherin crew gather with he who shall not be named to plot their revenge. That would make sense. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. No, I'm not doing Jurassic Park one tonight, but now that you brought that up, we should definitely do a Jurassic Park build. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. All right, so this is looking good. We're going to add in some more just silverware and stuff. So let's see. Wow, that's tight fit. There we go. Ooh. Got it. And then this piece is going to connect up over here because it's going to be part of that kitchen set. So I'm going to try and turn this so you can see what we just did. So just building as part of that kitchen corner with our lobster and our kettle and all of the pots and pans. We'll move our minifigures up here for right now while we're still building it out. So eventually I think they're going to have to move, but for the time being, they can at least get out of the way getting knocked over with the build. I do too. And I really, really love like like I said, the translucent colored tiles and bricks. So like, for example, the orange piece for the fireplace right over here. That's super cool. I love the translucent blues for the water. It's just neat. It definitely adds a lot more than just like a simple build. So, oh, good news. We are now ready to move to bag 6, and we have a minifigure and a critter in bag 6 as well. And then just to keep track, we've got 2 extra wands, so one for Hermione and one for Luna, and a couple extra tiles. So we'll count all of these up at the end just to see what we have. But let's open up bag 6. And before I do, I'm just curious, anybody have any guess who might be in bag 6? Hint being it does come with a creature. So I'm gonna do my best to cover it up. If you have a guess, let's go ahead and try and take it now. And let's see who we open up with bag 6. So no peeking. Let's see if we can try to do this without you seeing who it is until pours out, because then it'll probably give it away. All right, here's a clue. Here's our creature. You got an idea. Might give you a hint. Good guess on Dobby. Okay, you haven't seen the movie, so the snakes in the movie represent sort of the Slytherin, which is call it one of the clubs, the houses in Hogwarts. So the wizards get assigned to a house based on their personality. And the main villain, I'm just giving this away right now, is part of that house. So let's go ahead and open it up. And again, one final clue, if I haven't already given it away, you've got the white wand, which a specific character uses. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this piece together. And here we go. He who shall not be named. This is Voldemort, the main villain in the Harry Potter series. Essentially the cause of all of the issues. And then as far as the set goes, this is the new set. And then the characters, I think at this point in the movie and the books, are teenagers. Are close to actually ending their time at Hogwarts when you get introduced to actually Malfoy Manor. If I remember my Harry Potter. So we've got a couple more of the translucent sets. I like the orange. I love the bright colors. It definitely pops and it makes it a fun build. We do get Voldemort and our critter, the snake, as part of that set in bag 6. So we're in bag 6. We are at page 96. So we're really knocking this out. I still have 58% battery left, so we're still doing good on the charge there. I'm not gonna have to try to scramble for a power cord. And time-wise, we're an hour and a half into the build. Sounds good, Jay. We'll see you when you get back here. And let's just keep building. So now we're just doing these curved angle pieces. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna come up with here. Sort of this mosaic look to the build. And for those of you that just joined, thank you. We're building Malfoy Manor. That's correct, Robert. We are building the Harry Potter set. It's Malfoy Manor. The Lego set ID is 76453. And this set has 1,601 pieces officially with the build. So we're moving along, getting this built right now. We're in the process of actually just building up the Malfoy Manor. Bag 1 was a gate. It also came with these bird-like creatures. And then we bought both of the Malfoy parents as well. So we're rocking and rolling, and now we're on bag 6 of 13. And if you're keeping count, we're on page 97 of 298. Yeah, more than 1,000. 1,601 pieces, and then however many extra ones we have at the end here. So this is a pretty massive set, which is cool. Cool to see. And then right now we're in the process of just putting together this this mosaic. So we'll see what this comes up with and where this piece will fit within Malfoy Manor. So this is a big set. When I started thinking of building this set this morning, I figured, this can't be that bad. This won't be that long. Well, we're 100 minutes into the live stream, so we've been at this one for a little bit. But probably that first initial build, bag 1, was like getting the cobwebs out. Been about a half second that I had done a live stream, so took a little bit longer than I thought. But we're actually moving pretty fast. So there's a lot of small pieces within this bag, but I think we're going to be able to get this one done here relatively quickly. At least I'm determined to get this done before I run out of battery with my phone here. But we'll see. We'll see how far we can get. All right, so it looks like this mosaic is done. This is actually, all right, gonna go right up here as part of, yeah, that looks right here. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the second level of Malfoy Manor, and then my guess is we're gonna actually do the same thing over here. I appreciate that, Jay. Thank you for hanging on, and I love the chat. So feel free. Let's just have fun, and let's build this set here. We're now on to the second connection point. And these angled pieces are always fun, making sure you got the right one. Oh, favorite Lego set. Oof, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with probably one of the train sets. And if I'm gonna go with probably the Disneyland Disney World train set, only because that I've had a chance to ride on it, so it definitely brings back happy memories, and it's a fun set to build, and it's got the power up ability, so you can actually run it around the track. So that's sort of what got me into the whole Lego, and then ultimately looking at filming it for YouTube as well. Hey, no worries, Jay. And again, thanks for hanging out. So I do appreciate you hanging on and watching and commenting. So thanks for hanging on as long as you can. Oh, the Star Wars helmet sets are super cool. They are super cool. I really like a lot of the Star Wars sets. I'm hoping they build more or they release more Andor sets, because I really like the anything tied to Andor. Gaming for Life, thanks for joining. We're building Malfoy Manor. So this is the Harry Potter set. It's the new one that was released, I think, last month. And it's or not last month, probably 2 months ago. Oh, gosh, I don't know. I've lost track now. But it's the big set with 9 minifigures, including Voldemort and Dobby, and Harry Potter. So this is a fun set to actually put together here. We're on bag 6 of 13, so just trying to power through this to get this thing done in time. The AT-AT driver, that's really cool. Yeah, that one is super cool. And I would love to get my hands on the UCS AT-AT. That would be a lot of fun to build as well. All right, let's keep knocking this out. Some more of these interesting tile pieces that, yeah, they're fun. Stickers and curved tile pieces. Those are my least favorite Lego pieces. All right, looking good. See, that angles down. Cool. And then that'll angle in there. Oh, that's awesome. Have you had a chance to build it yet? And this piece, okay, there we go. So we've got a snake that we're building on the mosaics here. So we're gonna actually build, it looks like 3 different sets maybe of the tile. It doesn't look like it's gonna be as detailed maybe as we go through it. Very cool. Yeah, stickers, not my favorite. I have not really gotten into the, I'm not gonna say Ninjago. There we go. Did I do it right? Did I say it right this time? I have not gotten into those sets, but they actually are really cool. I love the artwork and the design, so that I will explore that in the future. Fantastic. Thank you, Jay. All right, another curved piece. We're just building the mosaic so you can see that it looks like we're in the process of, oh, let's see, that's not right. We're gonna have the first use of, let's see if I can do this without breaking it. There we go. And curve down. Then we can put the curved piece in. There we go, much better. I will definitely take a look at the Ninjago pieces, because yeah, there's the ones I've seen in store are really cool. I just haven't made the plunge. All right, we're putting a little bit more of these angled pieces in here. A couple of them are getting caught on my arm, putting too much pressure, but that's okay. 1, 2. Okay, great recommendation. I will look that up and see if I can find it in store. So for me, I wish they were printed on the Lego sets, only because I am horrible at putting them on. They're my probably my least favorite thing to do on Lego. I know other people, I think, was it Jay, you like the stickers, but for me it's just I struggle. It's like no matter what I do, I can't line it up, and then I'm left with this like crooked sticker, which, I mean, it's fine, right? It's nobody else will see it except if I go ahead and live stream it. So yeah, I'm not a sticker fan. I wish they were printed on. And then also, like, so I'm trying to make some videos of seeing if these Legos will sink or float. I mean, most of them float in some capacity, so the stickers definitely become a challenge, because then eventually they get a little warped or they get damaged. So if it was printed on, it would last a little bit longer as well. Okay, we've got this fire pit that's being built, and then more of the tile that we've got to that second floor. So we're just connecting that in right here. And we're now moving on to page 104. So we're a third of the way. Wow, this is a massive set. But a lot of these pieces here as well are some small ones. But looking at the other bags, there's a lot less small tile-like pieces. So I think we'll be able to start moving through that a lot faster once we get past like this initial, because this whole this bag is just about making the design here of that snake. Yeah, I like this little fire pit, fireplace. Yeah, the stickers is all about lining them up correctly. I don't know. I just, whatever I do. This piece has 1,601. And then there's going to be a handful of extras as well. So there are a lot of pieces with this build. And as you can see, we're in the process of building the tile for over here on the second floor of Malfoy Manor. And then one of these days, I'll try and do a Diagon Alley build as well. But that's what, 5, almost 6, maybe 6,000 pieces. So that'll probably be a multi-day effort to get that one filmed. I am on page 105 of 298. So we are a third of the way complete. I know with the bags that we're on right now, there's a lot more of small pieces. So I'm hopeful that as we get past bag 6 and move on to 7, we'll get past a lot of these smaller design pieces that we're doing, for example, like with the tile. And it'll be a little bit quicker. Let's see here. We'll put this gray curved one up here. There we go. It's looking better. And then these smaller pieces are going to go down in the bottom. All right. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I mean it is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I like the design. It's just it is a little bit cumbersome. Putting these all together. There you go. That's our word for today. Cumbersome. Or sticker. Maybe it's sticker because that's like I said, bane of my Lego building existence. Oh yeah, Jay, I would agree with you. I mean, I'll show you. There's actually a piece that I'm missing, and I may have dropped it. Maybe it's in the bag, but I am missing a piece, and I don't have the extra. So, real quick, I'm gonna flip this around. Hopefully, I don't knock it out. Oh, there goes the snake. So you can see right here, I'm missing a 5x1 gray tile piece. I'll look on the floor. I know I have extras in my extra bin, but basically what it is, you're supposed to just do this arch design on the front. I don't have that 5x1 piece, so I will have to find that later. Oh, there we go. And we'll connect that. But so far, that's the only one that we're missing. Okay, we'll add a little more back on. All right, we've got one more of these floor tile pieces for the second floor that we're gonna put together. This one's a little bit smaller, so we'll be able to knock this piece out. And then we're super close to moving on to bag 7. So let's go and we'll get that connected up. That was almost that was almost disaster with that piece. Fortunately, it was only the back piece that fell off, but can you imagine? That would be a restart to a lot of it, but fortunately, only a little bit fell off. All right. We're building the last tile piece. Again, you can see the snake-like design. I feel like it's almost going to be a skull design as well. We'll add that here. We're going to go ahead and, oh yeah, that's what it is. Take a look here. We've got, I'm almost nervous to turn it over. You've got the snake, the Slytherin design with the skull at the top. So you got that spooky feel of Malfoy Manor. Looking great. Okay, now we're gonna go and, sorry, we're gonna have to move these three out of the way. We're building up the edge of the fireplace. So basically we're gonna just put these pieces on the side here. We're gonna elevate it up to give you that fireplace feel. So these like telescope pieces are gonna go a total of 4, 2 on each side. If we can find them. 1 and 2. Yeah, I love this. This was worth it. I was dreading as we got the first one done, finishing it out, but now seeing this look the way it does, that looks super, super cool. So I'm a fan of how the tile came out. That actually looks a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna look. Oh, geez. See, this was me getting overconfident in building. I've got to put the brown connectors here in the bottom. So easy fix, quick rebuild, and we're gonna get this put on. Oh, that's super cool. So you got the Slytherin, Slytherin. Oof. You got that wand. I'm not gonna try and say it. I apologize. For whatever reason, my tongue is getting tied. So question, did you go to, have you heard any of Epic Universe, the Wizarding World, that version of Harry Potter Land 2? It's all part of Universal Studios, but that's the new one that opened up in Orlando. I had a chance to check it out, and it was super cool. I didn't get a chance to ride the ride at Ministry of Magic, but I was there on a preview day, and they let you walk through the line queue, which sounds silly until you actually walk through it. And it was a really, really neat experience. They did an amazing job of making wait in line really cool. Like it's like you step into the Harry Potter universe. The wall art moves. You've got a house elf that's really well done, and just sort of all the magic is really cool as well. I have not made any of the Lego. Actually, I take that back. I have done a dream set. I cannot remember which one it was. But yeah, I have not gone to any of the other Universal parks to check out the Harry Potter Land, but I would like to add that to my bucket list as well. Okay, we have finished bag 6. If you're just joining, bag 6 did come with the Voldemort snake and Voldemort himself. Now we're gonna move on to bag 7. And it's just more of building up Malfoy Manor. So you can see here, let's go ahead and open it up. I don't see any minifigs as part of this set, but by my count, let's just count again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are still 3 minifigs to go. Oh, that's cool. I haven't tried the Iron Man ride. It's been a really long time since I've been to Disneyland Paris, before they owned Marvel. So, like close to when they originally opened. Oh no, it's laggy. That's not good. Oh, let me see if I can play around with the internet here. Oh, that's awful. Never a good sign. Yeah, no, let me see if I can fix that. I'll turn this around. Oh, whoa. This piece is not wanting to stay. Thank you. Yeah, Alexandria, this is super cool. All right, let me see if I can do some stuff here with the router connection. Oh, there's only one Star Wars ride? What's the Star Wars ride in Disneyland Paris? Is it the Millennium Falcon? Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully I can get this fixed if it's on my end. Gonna try and play around with it with my other hand. Whoa, this doesn't go there. All right. So yeah, we're building up the second floor of Malfoy Manor. We've got the fireplace here on the second floor, which looks really cool. All right. These pillars, we got a couple of small pieces to build with this one, but I think we're going to be pretty quick in knocking this out. I'm curious if bag 8 has another minifigure, so we will find out next. But wait, there's more. Thanks for confirming, Alexandria. Okay, yeah, the Millennium Falcon. That I've been to the one in Orlando. That's super cool. Haven't been to any of the other ones. All right, let's go. We got to build 8 windows. All right, so we'll try and do this pretty fast. They're gonna stack on top of each other. So we'll do 2 and 2. And making sure I got it the right way. So 1. So even the windows are really cool. I like that they made it with the dark tint to the glass. Again, it gives you just that spooky feel with the Malfoy Manor, and if you're familiar with the Harry Potter series, they've definitely got some affiliation with He Who Shall Not Be Named. So that's just a nice little feature that they added it. Oh no, Jay, sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can get fixed. Nothing like trying to watch a video and it's just not coming through properly. All right, so we've got 4 more windows that we're going to put together here. And selfishly, I'm actually really liking these darker tinted glass, because if I drop one of these on the floor, I'll be able to see it easier. Although they're kind of not behaving and connecting in, so let's see. Come on now. All right, 2 more for this set. Looks like we've got extra windows, so I have a feeling we're going to build them around the sides as well. There we go. Yeah, I am not a spooky fan. So, although I do like the Lego Haunted House set. That was cool. The new one that they just came out with. I think there was 5 minifigures. Vampire, skeleton, werewolf, ghost, and gosh, I think there's 1 more. I don't remember. I did build it. It did fall on the floor. I've got to put that one back together. I've made quite a few Star Wars sets. I have built, let's see, not the UCS ATST, but I have built ATST. I did build the Dark Falcon, and then did a fun sink or float challenge with it, and unfortunately dropped it. So I have a history of that. Um, and want to rebuild that one again because that's a really cool set. And then I am admittedly a fan of the fan theory that the main villain of the prequels was intended to be Jar Jar Binks as Darth Jar Jar. So um, I just enjoy that fun little fan theory. It just makes it sort of interesting, tied to the whole Star Wars lore. All right, Jay. Well, hopefully we'll be here when you get back. Oh, Frankenstein. Thank you, Alexandria. Yep, the Frankenstein minifig is super cool. I'm a big fan of that one. Yeah, but the whole Dark Falcon set. I mean, it's just really cool. I mean, it's like a love hate with the same color tiles over and over again, but I love that black tile design, and then just like the red translucent connection in the back. It just, I mean, it's supposed to be like, evil version of the Millennium Falcon, but it's really cool. It's a really cool design they did with it. I love that the window tinting is red. Yeah, just the look of the Dark Falcon is super cool. And then of course you get Darth Jar Jar, and that's, can't beat that. Oh, very cool, Alexandria. Did you like that set build as well? All right, sorry, let's connect this in. And I got to watch the rambling. Apologies, I don't want to miss the chat. Whoa, where'd you go? I like the snake design for the house here. Definitely give that Slytherin feel to it. And we'll put this last one on. And then we're going to put this top piece over here just to keep everything in place so they don't fall over. One. Very cool. Yeah, it's a really cool set. So what did I say was my favorite? The Disney one, Disney Train. Dark Falcon's right up there. Other Star Wars sets I've built. I'm trying to think. There's been a handful, but Dark Falcon is the most recent that comes to mind. And yeah, that's a really cool set. Robert, what's your favorite set? Let's see here. Oops. Second use of the brick separator. I can show you. I don't have it in front of me, so I'll tell you what. The next stream, I'll try and do another one tomorrow. We can do another build tomorrow. Try to aim for the same time. I will bring the remains of the Dark Falcon I've built, because it is not in good shape. Oh, Chewbacca would have been fun. That would have been a very fun build to do. I also want to. I'd like to build the chopper droid. That would be a fun one to build too. All right, let's see. So just doing page check. We're now on page 120 of 298. And we're sitting comfortably at 47% battery. I don't know if comfortably is the right word on the phone. So I may have to go look for a power cord if we get closer to 20%. But as of right now, we're still doing okay. We still got enough charge. I bet it is a lot of brown pieces. Yeah, that would be a challenge. What was your favorite? I missed it, Robert. What was your favorite set? And we're in time for another sticker. We're gonna add the Malfoy family crest to the sticker. Okay, it looks lined up enough-ish. That worked. We'll call that a win. All right, so flip this around. Now we're gonna build the connection for the actual portrait. It's gonna go right here, and then this will connect up here like this. Sorry, what is your favorite set? Let's do this. What is your all-time favorite set? I think you said the Dark Falcon was your favorite Star Wars set? I'm gonna build 4 windows here. All right. 1, 2. Come on, there we go. Three. Come on, connect it. There we go. And 4. So we got the windows connected up there. We're gonna turn it around, and then we're gonna work on actually building up sort of the deck. Oh, never mind. Turning around was not right. Okay, so we're gonna alternate this green tile. So this is like the same color that you actually see in the new Haunted Mansion or Haunted House set as well. I think it's a fun green color. And we're just gonna put it alternating from this side and that side and until we get to the top here. Oh, the Tuxedo Cat. Hey, Jay, welcome back. The Tuxedo Cat is cool. I also thought it's I think if I'm remembering it right, it's very close to the 101 Dalmatian set piece as well. Is the stream any better for you, Jay? All right, let's keep building this out. Let's see here. Oops. All right, this is looking good. Hey, Anna, if hopefully I pronounced that right. All right. I'm doing well. Yep. No, I've done a couple live streams. This is like now I'm like, okay, it's time to get serious about this. Let's have some fun with Lego. All right, sorry. All right, now we're just building up this chimney piece over here. So we're just connecting this up. There are a lot of really cool sets. A lot of cool sets, for sure. And you know what? I've never looked at Ninjago, so I need to check it out. So I'm going to take the recommendation and go take a look. Oh my goodness, Robert, I'm sorry. Let me see if I got at all time is the Coliseum. Okay, yep, UCS Star Destroyer and the Coliseum. Very cool. Sorry, I missed that. Um, that's awesome. How was the Coliseum build? Yeah, that Coliseum would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a really cool set to build overall. Have you been to the Coliseum out of curiosity? And if you have, what'd you think of it? All right, we're almost done with this piece here. Now we're gonna put it on the top. Ooh. Looking good here. All right. Okay, Jay. All right, let's see. Now where are we gonna put this on? It's gonna go in front of the fireplace here. Okay, that's cool. Looking good. All right. Oh, all right. We finished bag 7. So let's look and see what we have for extra pieces here, and then we're gonna go on to bag 8. And we do have a minifigure in bag 8. So in bag 7, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces if I didn't mix them already. So we're getting a handful of extra pieces as we build this. All right, let me find bag 8. Where did you go? Any guesses on who's inside of bag 8? And yeah, I think the Coliseum looks super cool. I would love to get my hands on a set and build it as well. All right. As far as bag 8, we do have a minifigure inside of it. One last clue before we actually open it up. It is a member of the Slytherin crew. So if you have an idea, let's post your comments below real quick. And then in the next, I'll say 10 seconds, I'll go ahead and open up the bag. But that's your clue. It's a Slytherin member. We are building the Malfoy house, so hint, hint, if that can give you a clue as well. And this one's got, it's got a lot of smaller pieces, so I guess we are gonna be building some tile, but it's not, doesn't look too cumbersome. Robert, you're gonna get the winner on that one. Yes, it is a Malfoy. It is Draco. It's Luna. So you got Luna and you got Hermione. Those are friends of Harry Potter. And then I'm trying to think, what is Ron's sister's name? Here we go. So we're gonna be building a little bit more of the so here we go. We've got Draco. And he's got his little fancy suit. He's not a happy camper today, so we'll give him the angry face. Oops. I'll stick him up over here. So we should have, if I'm gonna do my math correct, I think we have one more minifig. No, we have 2 more minifigs to go, with just a handful, 5 more bags to open up as well. So let's go ahead and we'll get this started and start building out the rest of the Malfoy Manor as well. So we're gonna work on some of the pillars. They're gonna go over here. Oops, sorry, not over here. Over here. That's just more of the connecting up the house. Oh, and I went too big. It's got to be the smaller pillars for right here. There's one, and here's two. Are they gonna touch? Nope. Okay, it's edge to edge. Now we'll build these side brick pieces. Let's see. It's hiding in here amongst all of the other smaller pieces. So let's find it. Should be one more gray piece hidden amongst all of these other Lego. We'll find it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to be shopping through my spares bin. Voldemort, where did he go? Here we go. Thank you for the suggestion, Jay. I'm going to definitely take a look at that as well. Here's Voldemort hanging out over there, and I've got to find where the extra gray piece went hiding. I could technically get away with using one of these tan pieces, but that's not going to do us any good probably down the road because I'm going to have to find another spare piece. So let's see. It's probably staring me right in the face. Oh, it is. It got buried inside of the Malfoy Manor. So we'll go ahead and connect that in right here now, finally. There he is. He's hiding, or he was hiding down there below as well. Actually, you know what? That's a great suggestion. We'll put all of the minifigures that we have right now out until I got to move them again, which will probably be soon. But that's the minifigures we have so far. Oops, there we go. And we're gonna have two more as we go through the remaining sets. We're on page 128 of 298. And we're just trying to knock out the build here. And again, super cool. I'm so appreciative of everybody being on the stream right now. It's a lot of fun to do, and it's actually a lot more fun to just chat through it with all of you as we're doing the build versus just doing it by myself. So thank you. We'll go ahead and actually connect these ones on the bottom first before I connect it up. All right. Bed. Okay. So what we're building right now is, I'm guessing, Draco's bed. And we've got one more sticker, or another sticker to add. So what we're adding right here is like the blanket, and you can see the snake. We're gonna try and add this on. Thank you, Robert. I really, really appreciate that. That's a big honor, especially because there are a lot of really cool Lego YouTubers. So a big thank you. They are really cool stickers. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I complain about them, I mean, so here, take a look. Look at the like the artwork, and then even the features, right, to make it like Lego. So you've got the connector right here on the dog. Like that's some pretty cool detail that they actually put into actually making it happen. So, yeah, as much as I complain, they're pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see here. We're gonna add in some more pieces just as part of the room now for Draco. All right, and then actually these pieces, there's gonna be three that are gonna be, we'll call it vertical. 1, 2, 3. Maybe? There we go. So see, here we go. It was a good thing I didn't try to use one of the tan pieces as part of the finding it for that gray piece, because we ended up actually needing it overall. Right, and let's see, what else do we need to do? Gotta put in another piece right here. And then, let's see, we are needing another tan piece that could be hidden amongst the pile here. So we'll come back. We might have to come back to that step just to find that piece as we're, oh, nope, never mind. What am I doing? Don't skip ahead, because I need them for actually connecting up over here. That would be cool. That would be a lot of fun. It would definitely be different than just like the building and train crashing and sinker floating. We gotta get one more of these tan-ish brown pieces. There we go. Page 132. Moving along, slowly but surely. And there's gonna be 4 windows that we're gonna connect up on the side here. So those gray brick pieces that we put right here, we're now just connecting up the windows on top of it. Cool. Yeah, so my goal tomorrow will be to get the Dark Falcon out of storage, and you can see the disaster that struck, and see why I'm going to have to work on rebuilding it. All right, cool. Now we're going to put in an extra pillar on this side and a pillar on this side. Working on connecting up here. 1 and 2. And then now we're gonna put this part up here to work on just holding everything in place so that doesn't fall apart. And now we're working on some more of just the tile decoration. So we're gonna put 2 of these tan and spooky green, not the official name of the green color, but spooky green. Let's see. So yes, I had gotten the UCS AT-AT, but I lost it. So I technically don't have it. It is a set that has disappeared, so I count that as a not having it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I started. So short answer is yeah, I started it, and in the process of a move, it disappeared on me. So it is a set I long for. Yeah, spooky green. There we go. Let's see. 1, 2. Building it on here. All right. It's coming together. That sounds like a deal. Man, I tell you, I like that set, and then I'm really torn on the Death Star, the new one. I would love to get it. I'm not spending that much money on it, but I'm super curious to see what it actually looks like in person, because that's very interesting design for sure. All right, let's see. We're gonna put these white ones on. All right, Got more of that translucent orange. Super cool. I'm going to add 2 more of these gray pieces to just build the candle. I know, it's way too much money. Way too much money. Like, I would love it, but it's just yeah, it's too much. So more power to you if you can get it. I'm all ears, Jay. Just I wish, right? If only that worked. I'm gonna take this part out because that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge trying to build that in the middle of all this. So interesting. Effectively, yeah. It wasn't that much here in the States, but yes. So to someday, hopefully, get it again. There we go. My hope is it's buried somewhere in the garage and I just haven't had an opportunity to find it. Okay, we have now got Malfoy's room. It's like, if you're converting it to dollars, this has been a long time since I've looked at the conversion, $1.60-ish, might be more, might be less. So when I got the set, I did get it on a discount, so that was somewhat less unnerving, but still not. What is now? Geez, I've skipped ahead. I needed to put these like what do you call these for the windows? Not shelf, but whatever they are. Whoop. There we go. Now it makes it more even at the top, because you can see like it wasn't even when I was building it out. Well, now we are, so we're looking good. All right, that's looking cool. We have finished Draco's room. Now we're gonna put on we'll call it the roofing on it. So let's see here. It's looking good. And then we got these 2 pieces that we're gonna put right here. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm curious. I know we'll try another live stream tomorrow. I'm trying to think. Depending on how far we get with this build, I'm hoping we get this one done in time. If not, we'll probably be finishing the Malfoy Manor. Trying to think what set would be fun. Oh, Jurassic Park. I think we talked about doing Jurassic Park, so maybe we can try doing a Jurassic Park build tomorrow. That would be a lot of fun to actually try and do. So the back won't have a wall. It'll basically be open. I'm gonna try and turn it so I don't break it. Oops, I dropped our lobster. It's gonna be open on the back side of it. The front will have the wall, but the back here is not gonna have a wall. So just make sure I don't knock anything over. Oops. And this piece right here is really wanting to come off. It's just interesting. So note to self, either I did a poor job of putting it together, but that this centerpiece isn't really holding too well. I don't have the T-Rex escape. I will have to go look and see which set. I've got the, oh man, I'm not even gonna try and say the names for them, but I've got like the long neck dinosaur that comes with, I think it's John Hammond and Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. And then also, I've got the one with Ian Malcolm. So I just got to find them. I'll look for them, and then tomorrow we can try to shoot for the same time to do the another live stream for the Jurassic Park set, assuming we get this one done in time, because I do want to get this one finished before we get out of here. Brachiosaurus, yes, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy to think like Jurassic Park was like the original Jurassic Park when it came out. That movie was amazing, and like it's held up over time too, which is super cool. They're in the Jeeps, exactly. The gray and red Jeeps. What's when they first realize and see the dinosaurs in real life. And Alan Grant does that very famous take off his glasses and is like poking and prodding at Dr. Sattler. Yeah, that one. All right, putting together this top tile part up here. Yeah, I didn't see the most recent Jurassic Park movie. So I'll have to check it out once it goes streaming. I do want to see it. I mean, I've been a big fan of Jurassic Park for a long time. But I did not get a chance to actually go see the movie. Let's see, what are we doing wrong here? There we go. Oh, here we go. Gotta use the fingernail saver again. All right, now I've got to find where I put the curve piece. Here we go. We're at 37% battery for the phone, so we're still doing good. Okay. Very cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I am gonna have to check it out. Yeah, big time Jurassic Park fan for a long time. So it'll be good to see that one. Whoa, flying bricks. And then we'll add 2 more over here. Boom. And again, just a big shout out for everybody on the live stream. It's super cool that we're all doing this together. I really, like I said, super appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully you're having a good time, and we're getting to build a really cool set here. This is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. And I like all of the detail in the set itself. So super cool. And again, super appreciative of everybody joining the stream. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm gonna put 2 on this side and 2 on the other. I'm trying to remember not to say left or right because I think it's opposite coming through on the stream. There we go. Whoa. Boom. And then we'll add that one over on that side. Cool. Looking good. Some more of these alternating tile. Spooky green and tan. Good idea. No, I definitely will get this thing on the charger. Let me see if I actually have one sitting. I don't have one sitting right near me. I've got a little bit more time, so I will run off and do that in a few minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, see where I can find to stream it. Because that is one that I haven't seen. I've seen all the other ones, so I'll definitely take a look at that. All right, one more spooky green that we're gonna add, and then we're on to the next page. And the good news is we're halfway there. We're on 152. So we're making some really good progress here, knocking this out. And we're what, almost 3 hours into the stream here. That's crazy. That's really cool. That's wild. All right, we're making some really good progress here. Oh, come on, Windows. Awesome. I can't even imagine what 9,000 bricks would be like to build, like that's in the new UCS Death Star. Like, can you imagine? Like, that's an insane number. All right, now we're building the rooftop to this. Really, I guess it's the 3rd floor. So we're just going to connect up these pieces here. Make sure my spooky greens are connected well enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add these this piece right here, and yeah, it's going to happen, right? It's going to get built and then it's going to break. What will happen is, as soon as we're done and I pick it up to go move it into my shelf, it's going to fall. That's probably par for the course. Okay, this is the last figure or piece that we're going to add for set bag 8. Then we get to move on to bag 9. Oh, nope, never mind. I spoke too soon. I've got to put these skeleton feet on, and then we'll be able to do the. Oh, this is tricky. Wow, this is really tight in the corner here. 4 of these, and then we'll get to add in the essentially like a pole for the top deck area. And then we get to move on to bag 9, and we'll find out if we have another minifigure in bag 9. Oh no! Oh no! You built it and then it. Oh, that's awful. I almost feel like that's worse. Just because like you finished it, and now it's gone. Like, I mean, just what was the? Did you rebuild it, or did you just say, you know what, I'll come back to it some other day? Okay, we're on bag 9. And bag 9 does not appear to have a minifigure. So we've got 7 of 9. There's our Star Trek moment for the day. Oh, cool. How long did it take you to build it? 'Cause I only got to, I don't know. I was only like the very beginning. I didn't make it very far. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing that we did over here with these tan bricks. We're gonna looks like build another room here on the side. Oops, you can't see what I'm looking at. There we go. We'll turn this a little bit more. 12 hours. Was that the first time or the second time? I'm curious if it got faster the second time or it was roughly the same. Okay. The same. Makes sense. I put 5 of these connector pieces in. Cool. Yeah, this set's I'm really loving it. Like, I don't know, the more that this is coming together, the cool factor is definitely setting it. And either I lost the piece in the build or it wasn't shipping. You can see again, this is the piece that I'm talking about where I couldn't complete it because I'm missing a 5x1 piece. Yeah, the new Death Star UCS just came out today, midnight. That 9,000-ish plus mega build. I think the coolest thing out of all of it is just, again, sort of the minifigures, but they know that. They know what they're doing. They've played this game before. All right, cool. Now we're building that second wall area. Add in 2 pillars. 1 and 2. I wonder if this is going to be a room or something else. Looks like we're going to add in a crest. So we've got to take this white piece and then can move the camera again here real quick. We got to find those like L-shaped vertical connectors. So we got this gray piece. We'll add in the black piece. Hey, not May Port Madala. I like that. Oh, very cool. All right, let's see here. I will, you know, I don't know if that comment was directed to me, but I really appreciate that, not May. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see here. I have a feeling we're gonna have to add a sticker. Oh no, we'll see. This piece is gonna go right in here. It would make sense for that to be a sticker. Yep, it just came out, and there is a gift with promotion. It's Darth Vader's TIE Interceptor. It's like I think a micro version of it. Thank you for subbing. Really appreciate that. And the comments. That was very kind of you. Thank you. All right. Getting this connected up right here. Yeah, the I don't know if you saw it. So it's got like the hot tub stormtrooper, and then it also recreates some different scenes. So it's intermixed New Hope with Return of the Jedi. So you have like the scene of them in the trash compactor, and then there's also the scene of the Emperor and Vader and Luke battling. This is Malfoy Manor. That's correct. So we're in the process of building it. We just started what, bag 9, I think we're on bag 9. Yeah, we're on bag 9 now. And we're on page 164 of 298. So we're over halfway done and just trying to knock this through. All right, cool. We're gonna add in 4 windows on this side. I think in bag 10, we might get a minifig, but I don't know. I'm leaving you suspense. I'm sorry, that was a little clickbaity. Let me just see. Maybe some musical instruments. So a piano. That's what we're getting. This is my first Harry Potter build. It's not the first set I've purchased. I do have the older version of them, their house, the what is it? His aunt, aunt and uncle. I'm trying to think back on my Harry Potter lore, but basically before he moved to Hogwarts, I did have that set, and I have not had a chance to build it. And I do have Diagon Alley, which would be a fun build for another day. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, the mini trench run looks super cool. And yeah, the Yoda training ground. I'm trying to remember what that piece, how the set looked. For whatever reason, I keep getting the Endor build, the speeder bike chase stuck in my head when I'm trying to think of the Yoda training ground one. All right, I'm going to connect on some more blocks right here. Cool. And again, thank you all for watching this. If you're just joining, we're just trying to knock through Malfoy Manor. It's got 9 minifigs. We so far have found 7 of the 9. And we're on bag 9. So we're just trying to knock through this. This is coming together. All right, now I get to flip it around. So watch as... Oh, bye, Alex. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again tomorrow. All right. Let's go. And we're going to start building up the wall over here. Yep, thank you so much for joining, Alexandria. Appreciate the comment and you joining along on this adventure with us. Okay. I'm surprised that this piece right here, oh gosh, let me move the camera. I thought there was going to be a sticker there. That surprised me. All right. The window pieces are stuck to the table. My nails are not long enough to pry them off. There we go. I'm going to build 4 windows over here. So we're going to add up 4 more. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh my goodness, it's like... Well, you know what? For comedic effect, I'm going to just let you watch me struggle with trying to pick up the glass. And as I had mentioned earlier, I actually really like the dark color of the tint for the window. It definitely gives that spooky effect or feel, like I said, with our spooky green. Spooky green for some of the tiling. All right, cool. Oh gosh, you've been on pretty much for a good portion of it. I would say at least an hour and a half, right? If not more, because we're almost at 3 hours. We're at an hour, 173 minutes. So I'm trying to think how far back the stairs was. Which again, so here's the stairs. They actually do move. They do rotate, which is super cool. Favorite Jurassic Park sets? I would say the one I don't have, which is the I think it's the Lego Idea set. It's where T-Rex escapes and he's stepping on one of the Jurassic Park vehicles, and you've got the other one that you can essentially ride around in. Yeah, that would have to be that would probably have to be me favorite set. All right, pillar time. So we're gonna put another pillar in. And then this shelf. Where did the white little shelf go? we're getting to the point now where we've got so many extra little pieces from the other bags that it's almost becoming intermixed with the new bag. So I'm gonna have to work on my bag or my brick organization for the next one. That's right. You did mention that one. I don't have that one. That is one I am sorely lacking. But the Brachiosaurus one for sure I do have. We could build that one, or the potentially like the Dennis Nedry and the Dia. I don't know. I think the dinosaur starts with a D. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add. Looks like we've got a toilet. Okay, all right. So that's cool. At least we know they can go to the bathroom. It was not what I was expecting to be in this set, but hey, we'll take it. So that's what this is. This is the actual, that's the toilet seat cover. Okay, so here we go. You know what? I don't know. I don't know yet. I should figure that out because Halloween is rapidly approaching. That's cool. I was not expecting a toilet in the Dilophosaurus. Thank you, Robert. You are on top of it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a toilet in Malfoy Manor. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. All right, we're gonna work on connecting up sort of the roof for this area. And then and these other pieces. What are we missing? Ah, ha ha ha. I jumped ahead and didn't finish out the... I needed to put one more piece on here. There we go. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Let's see if this is going to get it where we need it to be. Missing one. Which Star Wars costume are you going to go with? All right, let's see. Oh, Boba Fett. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. I used to have a Darth Vader costume that I would go in. Boba Fett, though, was probably one of my favorite characters for the longest time. All right, now we're going to connect it up over here. Boop. Cool, we got some stability now on that side. And then we're going to go and add these pieces that we can sort of put the covering over the bathroom so it doesn't rain when they're using the restroom. Yeah, there's so many options now when it comes to like costumes. It's almost a challenge because there's a lot of really good ones out there. All right. Okay. Getting the ceiling done over here. Let's see. So similar to the other side. We're just gonna add these black roof type pieces to the top here if it decides to behave and connect up. You know what? I'm gonna turn this around. So bear with me one second. We'll turn this around. I see a plant piece that fell off. All right, let's see here. Yeah, the inflatable ones are actually really cool. Oddly enough, I'm a fan of them. All right. Making some big progress over here. Cool. Ah, no, there we go. It stayed. Then more of the tan and spooky green. Oops. Hanging out to the side. There we go. Cool. Let's get that, making sure it's a little bit more flush. Yeah, I do too. This is some really big progress. So then we're gonna add these flatter pieces. That's just gonna help give it some stability. And then I'm assuming we're gonna probably add some more connectivity over there. Come on now. There we go. Click. Then we got our roof piece. I'm doing it reverse because I had to fix something. So let me switch it back so I don't mess up the instructions. There we go. Move that over here. Favorite Star Wars character. Okay, so I would have to go with Darth Vader as my favorite Star Wars character. And then favorite Star Wars movie, I would go with Andor. Or not Andor, Rogue One. Yeah, I think that's probably the mix of where I'd go with. How about yourself? One, two. Wow, the phone is really still holding it together. Kylo Ren, I really like the Kylo Ren character, and I thought Adam Driver did a phenomenal job with that character. I know some of the sequels, there's a lot of controversy there. You're split whether you like it or don't, but he knocked it out of the park with the character, and would love to see more of him in Star Wars. So Baby Yoda, I look, let's count it. He's Star Wars canon. It's all part of the universe. And there is a Mandalorian movie. It's the new Baby Yoda. Was it? They're calling it. Was it Mandalorian and Grogu? Oops, these are gonna go one here, one here. This one's gonna go right there. Another square piece right there. Cool. Page 182. We're going to add 4 more of the tan and spooky green colors. Let's see, the Mandalorian, and I don't know if I don't think I did. If it's on my short channel, then maybe. I'm trying to think now. I don't think so. I don't think that was mine. I've put together a lot of shorts lately, so that's why I keep forgetting. But yeah, we're making Malfoy Manor right now. Oh, hey, JL807 Flips. Sorry, I missed your chat. I am like elbow deep in trying to get the Malfoy Manor done. But thanks for joining. And we're getting close. We have 4 bags left to go after this, so we're getting close to getting to the finish line here. We're missing one of our tan pieces. There it is, hiding from us. And I have done a bad job now of material management. I have lost the pulse on how many spares we have. So unfortunately, we'll have to start over again. All right. Let's see here. Oh no, it looks like the thread bounced. Hopefully you are all back. Not sure what happened, but we're getting closer to knocking out Malfoy Manor. The clear bags versus the paper ones. You know, from an environmental standpoint, I think the paper's better. I don't really know. I don't know the science enough behind it, but it is kind of neat to see like some of the mystery behind it. But then there is the excitement of being able to see what's inside, right? All right, let's see here. We gotta do 2 of, I'm building this off screen. I'm so sorry. 2 more of these window connections. So let's see, I'm missing a window piece. That is true. So if that, yeah, so I would go with the paper one, because here we go. Let's get the window built. Boom. And then we're gonna connect up 4 of these, 2 on each side. So we got 2 over here. And then we'll add 2 more. 1. Let's see. We have a hidden piece somewhere. Is it buried within? I feel like, oh, this is dangerous. We are causing chaos in our Lego build, which you can see actually knocked a piece out. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put that back in there. That fill out here, right here. Looks like we actually might need to add in a gray part at the top. So before I get too far, let me take this piece off. Let's fix this. If I can, I might have to do some surgery on that later. All right, let's just go ahead and we'll connect that down. We'll come back and fix that. I've got to find this other brick part that potentially is just buried amongst all of my other, yep, there it was. It was hidden. So here we go. Now we can finish up this other window that's going to connect up probably up top here. Yeah, it's going to go on the sides. So we'll have one over here, and we'll put the other one on the other side. So starting to get closer to the finish line here, which is awesome. 1, 2, and whoops. I can feel the Lego fatigue is real. We're getting close to the finish line, but definitely feeling the we've been at this one for a while, so got to keep trucking through though, because see how close we can get to finish. We're 3 hours in, which is awesome. Awesome to see as we're getting closer to getting this set completed and built out. Okay, let's see here. We've got that part connected up. I just need to add in. Are we good on this part? Yep. So I think we're ready to add in the other skeleton feet. So we'll move our minifig off. All right. We're going to add in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more skeleton feet. So put one over here. Let's do, leave a space for 2. So we'll put another one right here. Oops, you can't see that. Let's see. What time I plan to do the live stream for tomorrow. So that way, at least if you come back to the channel, you'll be able to see what time we're gonna do the live stream, and we can try and finish the next builds. I'll figure out my schedule and try to get to you. So it should roughly be around the same time that we did it for today. And I gotta figure out what time we started it today. I think it was like 3:34 my time. All right, let's see. We are missing one of the skeleton feet. It's okay. It's buried in here somewhere, so we'll find it. Because essentially what we're doing right now is we're just finishing up the post builds here. So you can see this is all sort of coming together. I'm gonna have to find the missing post field, but just for now, we can see it as an example. All right. Cool. Hope you feel better. Yeah, that's never fun. It's never fun feeling under the weather. Oh, here we go. We found the other skeleton piece, so we'll just add that. Okay, let's see here. Take this part off. We'll add this one in right here. And then, cool. Let's flip this around. And I think we're set for bag 10. All right, let's go ahead and open bag 10. There are no minifigures in bag 10. Yeah, Robert, please feel better. Hope you feel better. Never fun being sick. Let's go ahead and open up bag 10. It's just more. Wow, there are a lot more smaller pieces than I thought. I guess that's to be expected. This is a 1,600 piece set. And then this one, we're actually going to be building, it looks like some musical equipment on top of sort of everything else. So we're going to add in our, we're going to build out the top here. So we got to flip it around again. Okay. Whoa. This is like an exercise in potential disaster. I feel like every time I flip it around, we're about to see it all fall apart. All right, so that's all set. Now we're gonna start putting together more of this second level. So it's gonna be building up the wall and putting some more of like the design and decoration as part of that. So we're just gonna add all these pieces, a space of 1 in between. And then we're gonna bump these up over here. So 1, 2, and then 2 more with a space of 2 in between. 1. And where did it go? I'm gonna just cheat just for the sake of continuity. We'll put these other pieces in, and then let's find that missing flat piece. So we need one more of the flat piece with a connector at the top. Here it is. There we go. And we got a spooky green trying to hang on. Like, come on now. Not now. Oh, man. I am like getting overconfident in my build now. I can see that. Oh, come on. This is really connected in there. I got to put the pillar in over on this side. So needed to pay attention to the instructions. Otherwise, it would be slightly off, which is not good. We don't want that. And one in between. All right, cool. Now we're ready to move on to the next page. We're on page 193, and we're going to add in these telescope, tan telescope pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. And then these are actually really cool architecture pieces right here. I really like those ones. 1 and 2. And then our T-shaped one. Where'd that go? 1 and 2. There we go. Very cool. Thanks for watching from England. I am obviously, well, not obviously because people can live anywhere. I am not in England. I'm in the US. But I do appreciate you watching. This is the Malfoy Manor Lego set 76453 from the Harry Potter universe. There we go. 1, 2. Let's get this back here. 3, 4, and 2 more of these ones. 1, and where are you going? Where's it hiding? We're missing it. Let's see. We'll find it. The moment I say we'll move away from it, we'll find it. And Scared German 365 Quandale, thank you for joining. Jay, Robert, you guys are doing awesome, hanging out. Really appreciate it. We're gonna build the side or the whatever this part of the wall is here now. Is with this L-shaped. 3 over here, and then 3 more on the other side. I'm gonna shoot for that, Robert. I will for sure. Like I said, I'll post it on the community page later on today when I figure out what my schedule is gonna look like. So hopefully it lines up with your schedule. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. And thanks for hanging by. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Is it Exami? Zami? Sorry for butchering your name after your nice compliment. Okay. Let's see. All right, we are going to add 2 more tan and spooky greens. The corner here, 1. And our here it is. Cool. 2. All right. Awesome. Page 200. We've broken 200. So this is exciting. Only 98 more to go. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and get this done for us. This is cool. We're getting close. I feel some minifigs coming up here too. All right. All right, let's see here. This is cool. This is cool. And again, thank you for joining me on this adventure. This is awesome. Let's see here. And this is like wild. I mean, so I think we've gotten, what are we at now? 832 subscribers the last time. 837. That's really cool too. Oof. Okay. Oh, very cool. That's the one. Is that the pram set with the Grogu? I'm looking for one more of the, here we go, windows. So we're almost done building out the windows. Oh, awesome. Is it getting delivered, or you gotta go, do you have to run to the store to go pick it up? Hey, Ashley, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. All right, we gotta put in this piece with 2 of the tan bricks. And I tell you what, today, the build-wise, these tan bricks have been probably the most elusive of pieces, with the exception being that one piece that I am missing with the 5x1. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll put that in right up front here. Oop. Come on, click. All right, now we're gonna add 4 more of our favorite tan and spooky green wall decorations, brick tiling, however you want to call it. Thank you, Robert. Really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, I've got pieces that are falling into my desk. Don't go hiding. There we go. 2 more end tiles with spooky green. 1 and 2. Oh, come on now. Got to add some alternating design work to it, right? Let's see. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, very cool. So I got to build, looks like 2 of these. So we'll do 1 and 2. No, I think Alex dropped probably about like 30 minutes ago. Could be wrong though. All right, cool. That's looking good. All right, we got another picture coming up. We're gonna actually build the painting frame. Let's see. Oh yeah, the top fans. Very cool. Huh? Yes, it shows that she's still there. Maybe she's listening in the background or left the stream on. All right, let's see. So Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add in another of the pictures. This time we're gonna go with I don't know what you would. I guess they're all wizards and witches with the dog, but that portrait's the next one that we're gonna go add. So wish me luck as we try and peel and add in a sticker. Oh dear. Oh, I just wish that these came printed from the factory. All right, that looks good. We're gonna go and put this in here now. Let's see, like that. And then it's gonna sit on top of this. And then we'll add in, okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the battleship pegs right here. And they're gonna go 4 on each side. Plus we'll add in this cool decoration topper for it. So there's one picture frame, and then let's add in, sorry, one portion of the picture frame is done. Then we'll go add in the next portion. There we go. And then we just have to put on this brown piece to make it that wooden framing. And there you go. We've got one of the frames. So now we get the fun challenge of, again, turning this around and not breaking it. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll put this picture right here. So we've got our first picture installed, and we did it right because it's flush with the architecture bricks. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to build one more picture frame, which is another one of the witches with what looks like to be a small child. Gosh, I feel like that's a movie quote from somewhere, and I can't think of what it is now. That's a really good idea. I did see, I don't know if anybody else saw this. There was a Reddit thread where someone did a their cooking pan, baking sheet to store their Legos, which actually is like a really smart idea because it's got the edging to it, so it won't, the pieces won't fall off. Oh, I messed up. But it was the poor individual had just, it was just a very messy looking pan, so they were given a hard time, but really it's a brilliant idea. So just similar like with the plate, that would be much more efficient to manage it than spreading it across the table and intermixing it with everything else. All right, let's go ahead. We'll finish up this next picture frame. And then I think, unfortunately, I am going to have to call it because I got to get ready for work. So we'll get this done. We'll take a look at what we finished, and then we'll plan the next live stream for tomorrow. And like I said, what I'll do is I plan on posting the schedule for tomorrow on my community page on YouTube, so that'll be good. Well, congratulations, Ashley. That's definitely some really big and exciting news. Let's see, we got one more to add. We'll put in our picture. Probably not the most efficient way to do it, but hey, we got it in there. And then, whoa, we'll add in one more gold trim for the portrait. Whoa. And let's see, boom. Okay, that looks awesome. So here we go. We've got it. We've got both portraits in. It's looking super cool with the tiling that we did with the snake and the skull. So I'm super excited by that. Easter egg for me, I didn't realize we were gonna get a toilet in Malfoy Manor. Love the extra detail with like the jug or the barrel of water piling out. So that's cool. And then just the detail with the artwork as well is just really cool with this set. But like I said, unfortunately, I am out of time. I thought my battery would lose before I did. We'll finish this setup tomorrow. So my plan is we'll do a live stream. We'll finish the build for the Malfoy Manor, and then we're also going to then finish, or we'll build the Bronchiosaurus Jurassic Park set. So I know, I'm sorry, Jay. I wanted to power through it, but we've got 3 bags to go. And I think, unfortunately, we're just a little bit further away. So I'll post on the community page. I won't touch it, so it'll be back where we were. And then definitely check out the channel for more. We're gonna do some really cool things down the road when as we grow the channel. So I'm super excited by this. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. This was fun. I had a really good time building it. We almost hit 4 hours on the live stream, which is really cool. And then just looking at the metrics, we had a lot of cool things getting built or people watching. So a lot of fun. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning, and let's do this again tomorrow. Thank you so much.